anything that's going to take up bandwidth. I have a super ninja internet connection here. Sometimes people, every now and then, one or two people say I can't hear or something, and it's usually because you have multiple programs running and GoToMeeting's taking bandwidth. And since it's coming up on the hour here, let's just do this. Tell me if you can see and hear me okay. Just say loud and clear, sounds good, looks good. And let's dig right in. I'm really excited about what we're going to cover today. Welcome Sue and Kim and Christopher and Andor, Doug, Ilana, Fabian, Debbie, Omar, Tamara. We have Wendy, Paul, Larry. Loud and clear, loud and clear. Okay. Just type in where you're logging in from, and we'll get started here in about 10 seconds.
Oops. Did I just close my webinar?
You might have seen, because here's what it is. It's very simple. I'm just going to walk you through the exact coaching session and strategy session that I offer to my 6,000 per month one-on-one customers, clients, I should call them. A customer, someone who buys something once, right? And it's going to change the way you look at growing your business. It'll be a fresh, hopefully clear step-by-step process for the first time for a lot of you folks. And it might even be a moment. A lot of people that go through these workshops say, hey, this is actually that point that I finally got clear through this business breakthrough. I call it business breakthrough for a reason. We're going to cover 3 clear things today. I'm going to stop and ask you questions during certain points. It's interactive, so I want you to get the most out of it. But we're going to cover the mindset shift. It sounds like a lot of you are like, what are we talking about mindset? I want to see the screenshots and the actual how-to step-by-step. But the mindset's critical because I'm going to show you how to remove all those distractions and frustrations and information overload from your business and from your mind so you can implement the 3-part model. I'm literally going to break open and show you screen by screen a 3-part model that you can use to launch an automated lead gen system in your business right away with zero tech overwhelm. And I'm going to show you the secret to multiplying your momentum. So how to get unstuck, right? And it's important to say none of this is theory. It's just based on real results for my business and my clients, over 20,000 business owners we've reached in the last year. So it's not theory. I'm going to break down your marketing strategy into a 1-page funnel, literally your whole marketing strategy into 1 page. It's the same strategy I used to build a 7-figure business in just under 5 months. And it's not technical, so I think you're going to dig it. Lastly, you should have a student worksheet. There's a download. It's actually called Handouts. You can see here. Download that if you don't have it. You're going to use it. And here's what I want you to do. I want you just to absorb this next 50 minutes. I don't want you to worry about filling out every blank in the worksheet. Because you attend, if you stick around on this session, you're going to get a special gift from me. You're going to get a transcript of the webinar and a recording. So you can do the business plan, the 3-page download a little bit later. You might want to have it in front of you, but if you don't, don't think you're not going to get value if you don't have it. The bottom line with webinars is that people often ask, is this for me? The first few minutes, when I show up in a webinar, I'm like, wait a minute. You always get, is this for me? Is it for coaches, consultants, local business owners, people who do e-commerce, and every kind of business in between? It's not about the type of business, okay? With a very small amount of creativity, I'm actually going to show you today how you can apply this to your business, and I'm going to stick around and answer your questions and show you examples of how you can apply it to your business, right? But how do you know if it's for you? It's this simple. If you've ever found yourself confused or frustrated by all the experts, gurus, flood of information floating around the web related to marketing, and more importantly, right now, if you don't have a system where you can go spend $1 on marketing somewhere like Facebook and get $3 to $10 back, this is for you. It's that simple. Who am I? Why do you care? Quickly. I was a VP of online in my day job life for companies like Nolo.com and Caring.com, sites that would get over 1 million visitors a month. We grew those businesses to $18 million plus in sales. And most recently, I've built, again, a 7-figure coaching business in just under 5 months. The best-selling author of the book, Stand Out, and a founder of the Fletcher Method, obviously. But I'll tell you, the reason why you're here is so I can show you how I started and why I struggled so much and what I learned, so you don't have to do the same thing. Just 3 years ago, I was working a day job, driving a couple hours each day to work. And type in, by the way, if you work for a company and you're starting a business, or if you have an existing business, type that in so I kind of can calibrate this to you. But the bottom line is, I did not like it. I was in Silicon Valley, driving 1 to 2 hours each way. I would come home and work at night on things like WordPress and blogging and podcasting, trying to figure out all these huge number of different skill sets I had to do. But the more podcasts I listened to, the more gurus I followed, the more frustrated and overwhelmed I became, and I started to go backwards. Literally, the more I blogged, the less traffic I got. I would optimize and try to do all these buzzwords and follow all the kind of gurus and social media sites, and I failed. So here's what happened is I took the leap from my day job. I got a couple of consulting clients. I was like, cool, I'm an entrepreneur, but I failed miserably. What that means is I did not generate enough income or clients or get enough results from my clients. I had to go back, got another day job for 3 more years, back to the grind, this time driving 3 hours a day to a Silicon Valley job. Hey, a lot of you might be saying, wait a minute, if you made a high 6-figure income and you were the VP of these businesses, why is that bad? Because I was working in a cubicle building somebody else's dream. Let's see what you guys are saying about that in terms of your orientation. A lot of existing business, own business, started working for a company, new business startup. We have, got it. Got you, self-employed, cool, okay. So I reached a breaking point, and there is a point here, I promise. I'm going to tell you in about 5 seconds. Finally, I was at a wedding in Charleston, South Carolina. I snapped. I said, I cannot go back and do that. So I took a leap when I had a brand new baby, and my wife was like, hey, you already tried this once, but she says, you've been working hard. I believe that I trust your judgment. You're into this stuff. Go for it. So I quit, and I made my exit. By the way, that was my daughter, Maddie. A lot of you guys are making little comments. I appreciate that. Now she's 4, but she was a little biscuit then, right? So I finally figured out a different way to quit my job and really